Lately I've been reading and listening to the Psalms in my quiet time. When I came to Psalm 78, which recounts the early history of Israel, I was struck by the emphasis on how Israel kept messing up and how God judged them and then forgave them, and then they would do it all over again. You can read it for yourself. I'm not exaggerating at all. God ends up being the real hero of the story. How often they rebelled against him in the wilderness and grieved him in the wasteland. Again and again, they put God to the test. They vexed the Holy One of Israel. The people who knew what God had said either forgot or didn't care or thought they had a better idea or just decided to do things their own way. It never worked out. Then you come to a wonderful verse like this. But he brought his people out like a flock. He led them like sheep through the wilderness. That's us. We're God's sheep. Every time you turn around, we're going our own way. You see in Isaiah chapter 53 verse 6. Left to ourselves, we'll get lost, or we'll wander back to Egypt, or we'll start fighting each other, or we'll end up as supper for the wolves. We're unruly, and we don't like to be led, and sometimes we're just plain dumb. But God leads his sheep all the way through the wilderness. By his grace, eventually we make it to safety and rest and shelter. There is a better way to live, but it depends on us believing that our shepherd knows what he is doing even when we think we have a better idea. If we have faith and if we have love, then we have what we need at this point, at this very moment. I love how Matthew Henry puts it. It is therefore far better and more desirable to have but a little of the world and to have it with a good conscience, to keep up communion with God and to enjoy him in it and live by faith, than to have the greatest plenty and live without God in the world. Matthew Henry and Solomon agree. Some things are better than other things. If you have a lot or if you have a little, as long as you have God, you have what you need. Better to have God than to live without him in the world. I leave you with a song made famous by George Beverly Shea. It seems to perfectly capture the deeper meaning of our text. I'd rather have Jesus than silver or gold. I'd rather be his than have riches untold. I'd rather have Jesus than houses or lands. I'd rather be led by his nail-pierced hand than to be the king of a vast domain and be held in sin's dread sway. I'd rather have Jesus than anything this world affords today. Perhaps we should all say these words out loud and let them be our application of this truth. I'd rather have Jesus. How about you? Well, that concludes our show this evening. I hope this will be a blessing to those who listen in. And I remind you again that people can write me at chaplainable@gmail.com. If you have any questions or comments, suggestions, if you're looking for a place to worship and you're in the Mulberry, Florida area, I recommend Willow Baptist Church. You can get what information you need on their website, www.willowoakbaptist, all one word, .org. That's willowoakbaptist.org. And if you're in the southern Massachusetts area, Bedford Fall River area, I recommend Open Door Baptist Church, and you can go to their site on Open Door Baptist Church, all one word, .us, US. That's Open Door Baptist Church, .us. Well, that concludes our show, and hopefully we've had these problems corrected, and I will be presenting another show Wednesday evening at 10 o'clock. If you can't listen in live, you can always click on to our website and listen at any time. And you can get that on www.spreaker.com/user USER/Able316. So until next time, wishing everybody a belated happy Thanksgiving, and we will get together again on Wednesday, which is hard to believe that today's the last Sunday in November, and our next show will be on Wednesday, December 7th. Our time is flying by. So until next time, this is Chaplain Abel wishing everyone a pleasant good night, and God bless.